blinded by your grace.
Hi everyone. It's been a long time since I've done a blog. A lot of things have been happening during that space of time, and I think today is it's due to update you all on what's been happening. So over the last couple of months, I've had chemotherapy, which wasn't very responsive. The tumour didn't really shrink. It wasn't very good. They didn't really want to give me radiotherapy, but we went through the radiotherapy and it actually worked out really good. I mean, it shrank it to a certain extent, which was better than the chemotherapy. Today I'm actually at Chelsea, Royal Marsden in Chelsea, to see my surgeon, and he's gone through quite a lot of information. In fact, the information that he's given to me today is so overwhelming. There's a lot of information that he's given to me, but he's given me some diagrams so that I can take in some of this information, which is what I'm going to go through with you today. Now, this is a picture of my stomach, my colon. So this is my large colon or large intestines, and this is my small intestines. Now, this is my kidney, the two kidneys there, and the bladder. The ovaries and the bowels are around here, and this is the rectum. So basically, the tumour, the mass of the tumour is aggressive tumour. It's very big, and it's not only within the bowel, it's actually pressing, or it's actually moved into the Okay, so as I was saying, so the tumour, the mass of the tumour is in the bowel, it's within the uterus, it's possibly these cysts or tumour cells within the ovaries. It's also pressing against the bladder, it's pressing against the bladder. Now, the problem is with that, because it's pressing against the bladder, we don't know at the moment if it's actually gone into the bladder. If it has, then part of the bladder may be removed. Depending how much it's gone within the bladder, if it's only a small part of the bladder, then they can restructure it. If it's more than half, then the bladder would have to be removed, and then there will be a permanent bag to replace that. This is the kidneys, going back to the kidneys. There's a tube there, which I can't remember the technical name for this, but it's also pressing against that tube. And unfortunately, the fact that it's pressing against the tube, again, if it's actually spread to inside the tube, then that's going to have to be cut and be reconstructed again. So there's a massive things that's happening at the moment. The sad thing about it was what my surgeon is saying is basically it's the biggest operation that anybody could have in their lifetime. It's a 15-hour, possibly up to 15-hour operation with numerous different surgeons that will be coming in to operate. There's literally every organ in my stomach that it's actually involved with. A 6 to 12 months recovery period. Life will possibly never be the same again. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pass you over to my sister Charmaine, because there's so much information that I've taken in at the moment. I can't digest everything and I can't remember everything. So Charmaine's going to come in and just explain a little bit more about what the surgeon was speaking about.
So basically the tumour has taken up a fair bit of her pelvic space, and what the doctor's basically saying is if he can go in and the inflammation is not too bad along here, where he wants to cut along here and take out all the major cancer tumour and the cells that may be attached into different areas, and if he can reattach it back to the rectum space, then she would possibly just have a bag for a short period of time where it can be reversible. If he goes in and he sees that they can't detect at the moment, he won't be able to know until he goes in if there are other cancerous cells in and along the colon, then he would possibly have to take out the whole of the colon, depending on what he sees along there. And if he does, then he would have to have do a different type of possible bag, which will be called an ileostomy. But these are all depending on what he sees, and she's going to do lots of tests before then. So obviously he tries to give us as much things to think about, the good and the bad. He's trying to get us prepared as possible. So if it's the whole colon, it'll be the ileostomy. If it's the possible reversible one, it'll be the colostomy along here. But yeah.
Yeah, so basically that's the brunt of it. So it's a lot to take in. Unfortunately, well actually it's not unfortunately, it's fortunately that we're living in the times that we're living in now, because what you're saying to me basically, if this was 10 years ago, unfortunately they wouldn't have been able to do anything and I would have died. But with the technology and the equipment that they've got now, the advance of, you know, cancer treatments, the surgeon that I actually have is one of 8 surgeons in this country that can actually do this kind of operation. So it is basically, I'm in under really good hands. So I'm really, really grateful that I'm under his medical care. So basically, if it was 10 years ago, it would have been nil. The percentage rate of a successful operation with all of this, what's going off, he said it's about 85-90%. So that's a really, really good percentage rate, and I'm quite happy to hear that. You know, so to be honest, I'm not nervous. I don't feel stressed about it. I know there's a lot that's going on, a lot that I have to take in. But I just have to take each day as it comes. At the moment, I'm feeling like on top of the world. I'm so happy. I get out almost every day. I drive out in my car. I go and see people. My appetite has been brilliant. I've been eating, I've been putting on weight. The only problem that I have is nerve damage from the chemotherapy, which is called peripheral pathology or something like that. Something I can't remember completely what the word is called, but it damages my hands and my feet, and I have to walk with a walking stick at the moment. The only way I can kind of describe how it feels is if you had your feet stuck in a bucket of ice constantly. That feeling never goes away, and it's very, very sensitive. And it first started just in my feet, but it's actually risen up to my knees now. So the whole of my feet right up to my knees, it's just really, really sensitive. It's just ice cold all the time. Right, so the next step now is before the actual operation takes place, I need to see the gynecologist, the neurologist, anaesthetist, and who else is there? Sorry, what's that?
Coloscopy.
Oh yeah, and I'm going to have a colonoscopy as well. Yeah, so we need to see all of these different surgeons, because there's going to be about 8 surgeons that's actually going to go in and perform this operation. So I need to see each individual surgeons so that they can see exactly what they need to do to make this all work. Anything else anybody can remember?
It's going to be between July
and August, really, what they're saying.
Yeah, latest September.
Latest September for the actual operation to take place. But during that time, I'll be seeing all of these different surgeons and having a colonoscopy where they will go in and just look around. A couple of more scans as well. But like I said, at the moment, I'm feeling great other than my hands and my feet. So I just take each day as it comes, give thanks for life, and
Amen.
And I'll update you again in a couple of weeks. Are you started?
Yeah.
What are you saying, Sonia?
10 years. If it was 10 years ago.
Oh, I thought I said that already.
No.
Oh, okay.